may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Maybe not. Good morning. Air Jordan is taxiing for takeoff. Legendary basketball great Michael Jordan is getting ready to return to the game he loves today, Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
From NBC News, this is Today with Katie Couric and Matt Lauer. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning. Welcome to Today on a Tuesday morning. I'm Matt Lauer.
And I'm Katie Couric. What's that Dolly Parton song? Here we go again.
Yeah, unbelievable. We've been talking about this for a long time. He retired from the game back in 1993 to try his hand at baseball. Then he returned in 1995. But he walked away again in 1999 after leading Chicago to 6 championships. Now the 38-year-old has been working out all summer, playing some pickup games against other NBA players. Outside his restaurant in Chicago on Monday, he told the Associated Press and other reporters, quote, "I'm doing it for the love of the game, nothing else, for the love of the game," unquote. Reached later by the Washington Post, his airness said he was not confirming a comeback. So, will he or won't he? We'll talk to Bob Costas about that in just a couple of minutes. We'll also turn our attention to the economy. Are consumers the only thing standing between us and a recession? We'll get the outlook on that from President Bush's Commerce Secretary.
And speaking of commerce, a man who knows a little bit about that will stop by. Or our old boss, recently retired GE Chairman Jack Welch, one of the most successful CEOs of the 20th century. Dun, da, da, da. We're going to find out what makes him tick. Then Senator Ted Kennedy will be here to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts.
And a little later on, we're going to have more of our Living Better series with a look at how your mood plays a role in your health. Plus, the very funny Tracy Ullman will stop by to tell us what she's been up to lately.
She's got a new show called Visible Panty Line.
Like
You got to love that. Anyway, but first, his airness, as Matt mentioned, may be reigning once again. Michael Jordan is poised for a comeback. Here's NBC's Bob Faw.
Jordan spinning.
On the court, he's done it all, winning 10 scoring titles in 13 years, leading the Chicago Bulls to 6 world championships, becoming arguably the greatest basketball player ever. And last night in Chicago, the Associated Press says Michael Jordan, quote, all but confirmed he's coming back to the NBA to play for the lowly Washington Wizards. I'm doing it, Jordan told the AP, for the love of the game, nothing else.
I know he's going to play great, but will he be comfortable at 75% of being Michael Jordan of yesteryear? See, he's not going to be the same Michael Jordan.
Later, told of those reports, Jordan said he had confirmed nothing, adding that until he could grade his physical condition 10 on a scale of 10, and that he's now a 7.5 or maybe 8, he's not sure what he'll do. Still, reports that Jordan would make an official announcement within 10 days electrified Washington fans.
I think Mike will come back and show him that he's not as old as people think he is.
He's left and come back before in 1993, trying and failing in minor league baseball, then returning in 1995 to lead the Bulls to 2 more titles, immortalizing himself in the Windy City.
I think it's great, you know what I'm saying? I miss Jordan.
In his absence, the NBA's television ratings slipped. Marketing experts predict they'd climb if he returns. The AP quotes Jordan as saying, I want to play for years, bringing number 23 closer than ever to 1 more title. Comeback kid. For today, Bob Faw, NBC News, Washington.
And Bob Costas has covered Jordan's career for NBC Sports. Hey, Bob, thanks for coming in. I know how you hate to wake up in the morning this early. You like to wake up in the morning.
Eventually.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I prefer it to the alternative, actually.
Will he or won't he?
Absolutely, he will.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you so certain?
Because he's gone this far along the path. It's not just a matter of getting in shape. He endured the cracked ribs, the back spasms. Could a training injury happen that would sideline him? Yeah, but I think at this point he intends to do it.
Why do you think he's doing it? I mean, what's motivating him to get back into the game?
When he says for love of the game, I think that entails a lot of...
It just flew into the other tower coming from south to north. I watched the plane fly into the World Trade Center. It was a jet. It was a very large plane. It was going fast. It went past the Ritz-Carlton Hotel that's being built in Battery Park. It flew right past it, almost hit it, and then went in.
This is so shocking, of course, to everybody watching.
I've never seen anything like it. It literally flew itself into World Trade Center.
Obviously now we move from what appears to... There it is right there.
Again, I'm looking from south to north,
and
it went into the one on the right.
That appeared to be at least a 727. We saw it a second ago. Here Here comes the videotape that we just showed you. You will see what appears to be a large plane. It could be a 727 right there, maybe even bigger, flying right into the side of the World Trade Center.
It was at least a 727. It was a jet. I couldn't believe my eyes watching it right above me.
And now you have to move from talk about a possible accident to talk about something deliberate that has happened here. We're going to immediately check with air traffic control in the area to find out if they had contact with either of these planes before the accident. But what we've just seen is about the most shocking videotape I've ever seen.
What are the odds of two separate planes hitting both towers?
Elliot, are you still there?
Hello?
Elliot?
Yes, I'm still here, Katie.
So, Elliot, what can you see right now from your perspective?
I don't face in that direction. I can't see anything personally.
It is completely impossible to understand why this is happening and to figure out what in the world is going on.
I think we have to be grateful
Ali
that the first
Eberhard
plane hit before 9 a.m., but it's now after 9 a.m., and I just wonder how many people were
A
in
lot of
those
those
offices.
buildings fill up.
Well, hopefully that they were evacuated following the first incident, and we can only hope that there was a very short period of time from when we first learned about this was probably about 8:50 Eastern Time. This second incident occurred about 9:05, and so obviously that would be a short amount of time to get people out of the building. Ali Eberhard is another witness who is on the ground. Ali, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Please tell me what you're seeing.
Well, I live in Lower Manhattan. I face the north tower, the north side where the first plane crashed into the building, and right now there's a lot of chaos on the ground, a lot of emergency vehicles. Everyone from the World Financial Center has exited and is walking north up to Battery Park North. There's just mass and mass of people walking north uptown of Manhattan. I happened to look on the first tower, and I actually saw people waving where the first plane crashed through, and then it was unbelievable seeing this second jet come crashing into the second tower. What is going on?
And unfortunately, here in New York, many of our stations cannot see this, local stations, because the antenna